Hey everybody, Marvel DC fan here with another video, and today we're going to be going over the leftovers from 2024. And man, this is this is this is something that I meant to put out shortly after Christmas, like Boxing Day and stuff. But we got sucked into the Christmas busyness and yeah. But I'm kind of just going over everything that I didn't talk about. Actually, you know what? Just for fun, let me check out when the last first impressions beforehand, like before the Sonic 3 video, right? Let me see. So I did Sonic 3. That was brand new. And then before that, I want to say it was Deadpool Wolverine. Oh, it was Batman King Crusader. Man, it's been that, whatever. So yeah, I'm just gonna rapid fire this and quickly talk about some of the things I watched and played from the year prior, and just kind of get it all out of the way now. So let's start with Beetlejuice 2, which I saw on my birthday. So this was shortly after Batman Cape Crusader, I want to say, and it was a good movie. I enjoyed it. I mean, Michael Keaton is great as Beetlejuice, like he was beforehand. Winona Ryder's great, and then also you have Jenna Ortega, and like they all did a good job. It was a funny movie. I had a good time watching it, and yeah, it was funny because like we watched a little bit of Beetlejuice like a few hours. Like when I woke up, it was on. Like they put it on because we already knew that we were gonna see it, and I'm like, maybe I'll watch just a little bit of the original, and yeah, and then I watched a couple other videos just to kind of keep up with it, and yeah, it was a fun time. I gotta say, I really enjoyed myself sitting through that movie, and I have not seen it since then. It was just kind of one of those things, it was out at the time. There wasn't really anything else, I don't think, but yeah. And then at the end of September, we also have Transformers. Transformers was so good, dude. I loved Transformers. This is something that, like, as September went on, I was starting to get more and more excited. And then I went and met Peter Cullen at a con, because it's Optimus Prime. I love Optimus Prime. He's one of my favorite characters ever. So it was. I mean, of course I would have had. Of course I would have gone and met him anyway. But yeah, I had a great time with Peter, and that made me even more excited for the movie. And I gotta say, this is definitely the best Transformers movie. Not gonna lie. So yeah, I had a great time. I only saw it the once, which I'm kind of sad that I didn't go see it again. But yeah, I don't know. It was just one of those things where it was like, we'll see. But uh, yeah, I can't wait for my next viewing. I'm probably gonna watch it here soon. I mean, I was like in a little bit of a Transformers mood like recently, so I think a second watching is in order. So, and then after that, I want to say Joker was out at the time, and oh man, this movie. Oh god. So I did not have a good time watching this. It started off good, like with the animated opening and stuff. And then I want to say after they, you know, Harley or Lady Gaga sets fire to the piano and they have that whole thing outside, that's when the movie started to decline for me. And it just got worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. I left the movie frustrated. Like I was pissed off. And it didn't help that I think shortly afterwards, like Swifty saw it and he loved it initially, or he liked it. And then we had our conversation on intensive treatment. We had a whole podcast episode if you want to go check it out. It's kind of moot now since he doesn't like the movie anymore, but I hated that movie with every fiber of my being, and I just wanted to forget about it, leave it in the dust, and then just kind of let it just be off on its own thing. But yeah, I did not enjoy myself with Joker. So, and it's probably a movie that I'll never watch again. I really didn't like it that much. Um, yeah, I did not have a good time going through it, I have to say. But later on in that month, I saw Venom 3. I went to a showing. Um, I think it was shortly after the movie had come out. I don't know if it was it wasn't like the Thursday night preview. I think it might have been like a Saturday or something. But yeah, I saw Venom 3 and I enjoyed it. I didn't love it or anything. It was just it was dumb fun for I think over 2 hours. So I left the movie kind of satisfied, but it's something that I haven't gone back to since then. But it's funny because I haven't seen Venom 2 yet. I watched the first movie and I really dug it. Did not watch Venom 2 before going into Venom 3, so I think I'm in for a Venom marathon, I guess you could say, here sometime. But whenever that is, I have no idea. We'll see. But yeah, I felt a lot better about Venom than I did Joker, so that was a positive. And then I think there was one movie I saw um, next. It was Conclave. Oh man, that was such an interesting one because it's a it's a mystery thriller that's also the whole movie is basically an election for who gets to be pope, and I thought it was really interesting. Um, I saw it with my dad, and he was like, I don't know, this is whatever. But the whole movie, I was interested in the politics of trying to decide who the next pope is. If you're interested in these kind of things, I'd recommend checking it out. Just as a one-off, you throw it on a weekend or just something kind of lazy day if you want to. But yeah, I am I definitely sit down and watch it again here pretty soon. I found it enjoyable. Um, and I think it was also that same week that Penguin was ending, and I decided to just binge the entire show. It was in a day, basically. I watched, what was it, 5, 6 episodes that night, and then I went to bed and I woke up and I watched the last 2 or 3 or something. I forget how many episodes came out, but yeah, I loved the Penguin. It's probably my favorite show that has come out this year. If I had to say that, if I had to narrow it down, it would be the Penguin, then the Boys, and then Cape Crusader. I really had a good time watching it, and yeah, I every second of it, I thought it was really fun and whatnot, and I had a good time. So, and then so around that time, I guess it was before Conclave. Con, I was about to say Concord, and I know that's the wrong title. I forgot that right around the time of uh, Venom, Sonic X Shadow Generations came out, and I know it's kind of a moot point to talk about since I already did a whole video, or I talked about my thoughts in the Generations video, but I just wanted to say again that game is really good and is worth getting if you're a Sonic fan. If you want to get into the series, that is a good way to go. It's basically a celebration of all things Sonic from every era: Genesis, Dreamcasts, at that time modern, and then the whole Shadow campaign, because this was the year of Shadow, and yeah, yeah, it was a lot of fun, and yeah, I played a little bit of it when it came out around the end of October, and then I started again in for the video. When I said I was like, okay, we're going to talk about Sonic Generations for the review. It's like, okay, I'll just start a new file for each, and I had a good time with I had a good time both of them. So, um, yeah, what came out next? Um, oh, it was kind of late, but at the end of November, I bought a physical copy of the Marvel vs. Capcom collection, and yeah, I enjoyed that immensely. I was really excited when the MVC collection got announced. It was something that I was really like pioneering them to do, and then they finally did it, and it's just like, man, I cannot believe this is here. But yeah, I got it. It was around Black Friday. I bought that in a physical copy for Sonic X Shadow Generations, which I already mentioned in the video. But yeah, I bought a copy of MVC for the Switch, and I spent a couple days on it, and I had a great time. Just like going through each of the games, seeing how much it has changed, and so I just really I really enjoyed myself with the short time that I played MVC collection, but also it was a really fun time, I'd have to say. And then oh man. Speaking of Marvel Rivals came out early December, which I did see, and or I did play, I should say. I played a little bit of it when it launched, and then me and the guys got together one night. We played multiplayer. It's fun for an Overwatch clone. I'd rather play Marvel Rivals than I would Overwatch, but yeah, we had a good time. I think my Punisher became my main. Like, it's just anytime I play that, I'm probably gonna play as Punisher. Star Lord was really fun, and Rocket too. I think it was gravitated to more of the gun characters. I tried Spider-Man. I tried all the characters, and yeah, they just never stuck as much as like Frank Castle did. So yeah, it's a lot funner with friends. If you're playing by yourself, it's kind of it's not that fun. But yeah, when you get the chance, be sure to try it out. You will you will not you and your friends will probably have a really good time when you get around to it. But yeah, I'm trying to think of the end of the year. There wasn't really a whole lot like before Christmas. Um, Not a whole lot of games I was playing. I already talked about um, I already talked about Sonic 3, which I did a whole first impressions for, and I did see it again on Christmas Day. I I had some time later in the night, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go back to the theater and watch Sonic 3 again, and I had a blast again. And honestly, it was better the second time around. So, um, but yeah, there were some other projects that I didn't see that I wanted to. All right, well, actually, you know what? Um, there's stuff that I haven't seen, and there's stuff that I've seen a little bit of. So we'll talk about that now. First of which is Agatha, which I basically caught the first episode, and yeah, it was ass. Literally, it was had her ass like just bare. It's a bad joke, but yeah, did not care to watch more of it. I haven't really been into like the Marvel Cinematic Universe as far as television goes. Same goes for What If, which premiered its final season this past December, and I just have not vibed with that show since season one. I tried with season two, and I just couldn't get into it. So, and Kraven the Hunter, I did not go see Kraven the Hunter, but I tried. Like, I thought about it, and I'm like, no, it's not really worth it. And this is coming from the person that spent money to watch Madam Web, so I mean, I'm an idiot. But yeah, we didn't get around to it, and am not like losing sleep over the fact that I did not watch Craven. Something I haven't seen yet, which will probably get a first impressions when it's done. Creature Commandos is one that I want to get around to. It looks like a lot of fun. And it might be ending here soon by the time this uploads. I'm not 100% sure. But if I do get around to watching it soon, then I will make a dedicated first impressions for it. So, but yeah, I'm not sure if I'm missing anything. I don't think I am. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff to look forward to for next year. But yeah, I think that's going to cover it for this video. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on all the stuff that I missed out on. Should I do more of these, like just these big mashups? So, but yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great night. Thank you all so much for watching. And of course, don't forget to take care of yourselves. See you, folks.